I imagine a golden African evening where the air hums with heat, the grass glimmers like spun metal, and a distant figure moves with such quiet confidence that even the wind seems to hold its breath. This is the start of every great lion story. Before we jump into the science, strategy, and sometimes hilarious realities of how lions hunt, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. By the end of this journey, you'll see lions in a whole new light. Now, here's a secret most people miss. Lions are the only truly social cats. They're the only felines that figured out, somewhere in their evolutionary journey, that teamwork beats going solo. That single decision made over countless trials, failures, and dusty savanna nights turned them from mere predators into a near-military organization operating with precision and purpose. While the cheetah runs alone, all panting and elegant but lonely, and the leopard slinks through trees like an introverted artist, the lion said, "Why not form a squad?" And that's where everything changed. When you hunt in groups, physics, psychology, and family drama all collide. A pride isn't just a random bunch of cats. It's an organized social machine. You've got related females who know each other's strengths, their cubs in boot camp for adulthood, and males often brothers who defend the territory like bouncers at nature's toughest nightclub. Within this social order lies the blueprint for cooperation, division of labor, and even leadership styles that weirdly mirror our own workplaces and families, minus the spreadsheets. Picture a hunting scene, and you might think chaos, claws, dust, and roars. But the truth is much closer to a choreographed dance where every move has a purpose. The dance starts with patience because lions spend about 90% of their time resting, gathering energy like living batteries, just waiting for the perfect moment. When that moment comes, it's all about silent signals. A flick of a tail means move now, a stare means flank left, and a subtle lowering of the body means stay still. If you think that sounds like army hand gestures, you're spot on. In the dark savanna, silence is survival. The females take the lead because they're lighter, faster, and more agile. Meanwhile, the males nap through much of the action cue, every lazy husband joke ever, but they read not completely useless. Their size becomes crucial when taking down massive prey like buffalo or giraffe, where one wrong move could mean a horn through the ribs. Evolution gave the girls the finesse and the boys the muscle, and together they form a team that would put any professional sports squad to shame. Fun fact: lions can reach bursts of about 80 kilometers per hour, but only for a few seconds. Timing is everything, which is why they rarely chase prey over long distances. Instead, they corner it, confuse it, and force it into ambush zones they've pre-mapped in their mental GPS. Scientists studying pride behavior often compare it to a chess game played in tall grass. Every lioness is a piece with a defined range of motion, and together they move to trap the opponent in checkmate. If you've ever watched a nature documentary and seen a zebra suddenly panic while a lioness appears out of nowhere, that's the result of careful planning, not coincidence. One of the most fascinating things is how flexible their tactics are. In the Serengeti, where open plains make stealth tough, lions spread wide and use curved attack lines to funnel herds into confusion. But in the Okavango Delta, where reeds and channels create natural barriers, they use the environment as part of the trap, blocking exits with water or thick vegetation, so prey have nowhere to go. Think of it as turning the landscape into a natural arena. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Lions can read the wind like meteorologists, adjusting their approach angles so their scent never reaches the prey. They calculate energy costs versus rewards better than most humans plan their weekly budgets. If a hunt looks too risky, a buffalo herd too defensive, a giraffe too tall, they'll wait, saving their strength for the right opportunity. That patience often pays off because successful hunts are all about probability, not aggression. Speaking of probability here, a mind-blowing fact. A single lion needs roughly 5 to 7 kilograms of meat a day, But hunting is so energy expensive that even with teamwork, a pride succeeds in only about a quarter of its attempts. So, when you see a pride lounging with full bellies, they've earned every bite through precision, cooperation, and a willingness to share. Now, let's talk about the politics of the dinner table feeding order. Males usually eat first because they protect the pride and territory, then females, then cubs. But this isn't a fixed rule. Sometimes, a fierce mother will snarl and shove a male aside to ensure her young get their share. This balance of dominance and compromise mirrors the constant social negotiation inside a pride. It's part of what makes lion society feel strangely familiar. There are leaders, opportunists, peacemakers, troublemakers, even freeloaders. Somehow, it all works because the system has feedback built into much aggression and the group fractures. Too little and they lose their edge. That dynamic stability is what keeps lions at the top of the food chain. If we zoom in further, down to the physics of the hunt, each lion's body is an engineering marvel. They have padded paws that silence each step, retractable claws for traction and grip, and a spine so flexible it acts as a kinetic whip during sprints. Even their whiskers are sensors, detecting airflow and obstacles during fast chases. Their eyes, adapted for low light, have more rod cells than ours, allowing them to hunt in near darkness where prey can barely see a literal built-in night vision upgrade. This gives them a huge advantage during twilight or at night when many herbivore senses are dulled. Lions' cooperative hunts often happen right before dawn or just after sunset because that's when visibility balance swings in their favor, a blend of stealth and surprise. When the ambush finally happens, the choreography may look chaotic, but it follows logic. One or two lionesses charge to trigger panic, while others cut off escape routes. The moment prey hesitates, game over. One powerful whip, jaws clamped around the throat, paws pinning down the target. And within moments, the dust settles and silence returns, broken only by heavy breathing and the first growls over who eats first. But don't think of this as cruelty to efficiency. Nature's code runs on survival, not morality, and every kill fuels not just one lion but an entire extended family. The cubs grow, the pride strengthens, and the cycle of knowledge continues. Hunting skills aren't born perfect, they're taught. Young lions practice through play, stalking siblings, ambushing tails, testing bite-saw training for real hunts. Mothers sometimes bring live, injured prey to camp, letting cubs practice without too much danger, a wild version of on-a-job training. Over the years, these lessons form behavioral traditions that differ between prides. Some specialize in buffalo, others in zebra or wildebeest. Even rare cases, like the coastal lions of Namibia that hunt seals, show how adaptable they can be. And if you think lions can't surprise scientists anymore, think again. Some prides have been seen hunting elephants during extreme droughts, coordinating attacks with almost military timing. Not every attempt ends well. Elephants are dangerous opponents. Such hunts prove that desperation can push even top predators to innovate. At this point, you might wonder how all this ties back to us humans. The answer is beautifully simple. Teamwork, communication, and the balance between risk and reward, the very principles that build civilizations, also drive lion survival. Just as we developed language, they refined body language. Where we invented tools, they invented roles. When we build communities, we're echoing their primal logic together. We thrive. Maybe that's why lions fascinate us so deeply. Behind their roars and golden manes lies a reflection of our own social DNA, a reminder that cooperation is as natural as hunger. Speaking of hunger, if you're still here learning and loving this wild deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe for more hidden truths of nature, and share this with someone who thinks teamwork is just a corporate buzzword. In the animal kingdom, it's literally the difference between life and death. Stay tuned, because next time we're diving even deeper, How lions use intelligence to choose their targets, how the seasons change their tactics, and what their strategies can teach us about leadership, survival, and even friendship in a world that never stops testing both claws and hearts.